Contre la force y a pas de résistance. Against strength there is no resistance. Chapter 1. LaShaun sat on her back porch, gazing in fascination at the glowing dots. Tiny beams flickered against the dark orange and blue sky as the day quickly faded into night. Lightning bugs danced along the edge of the woods that started at the end of her neatly manicured lawn. They seemed to be thanking her for creating a habitat in which they could thrive. She got up from the cane rocker and went down the back steps. Standing still, LaShaun held out one hand and was rewarded. One of the little flying beetles settled just above her wrist. Soon 3 more of her sparkling friends decided to join the party. LaShaun smiled as they blinked on and off like tiny flashlights. "I'm so glad you decided to visit. Next time I'll open a tiny bottle of vintage nectar just for you." She laughed as their little bodies lit up as if accepting her invitation. The peaceful night was a welcome respite from the chaos of dealing with people. The residents of Beauchesne still whispered that the Rousselle family practiced voodoo, the same tale that had been passed on for over 120 years. In hushed tones they spoke of ghosts and goblins. It was said that there were strange ritual gatherings in the woods on their land. Like most Louisiana natives, they possessed a mixture of fascination and fear when it came to the supernatural. But the same house and land that inspired so many dark tales whispered in Vermilion Parish, and the parish seat Beauchesne, brought tranquility and comfort to LaShaun. The restored Creole-style home, first built by their ancestor Louis Volant in 1830, had been lovingly restored at least twice. Her late grandmother's second husband had done the last renovation in 1950. At Maman Odette's direction, her husband had kept the old Creole 19th century look and charm intact. LaShaun breathed in the cool air of the October fall evening. She gazed at the house, once more thanking her ancestors for their business acumen and love of the land. She was about to go inside when a rustling in the brush caught her attention. She faced the woods cloaked in shadows. The wild, verdant growth stood in contrast to the neatly mowed lawn that surrounded the house. Curious, LaShaun tilted her head to one side and listened. Something untamed moved through the thick leaves. She could feel the essence of the creature, savoring its freedom of movement in the night. The creature didn't fear LaShaun, but sent out waves of equal curiosity at the strange upright being in sight. It was cautious not to approach and felt secure hidden among the vegetation that cloaked it. Then a high-pitched keening sound cut through the tranquil surroundings. LaShaun's visitor went from calm to tense in an instant. Seconds later it skittered deeper into the woods, away from the danger signal. Another keening wail echoed, sounding a little closer. The haunting sound brought silence. Even the crickets and small frogs hushed. LaShaun took 3 steps toward the woods to investigate, but stopped when headlights swung down her driveway. The mystery in the woods forgotten, she walked across the grass until she reached her driveway made of crushed rocks. The lights shut off, and seconds later the door to the light gray F-10 Ford truck swung open. Deputy Chase Broussard, dressed in civilian clothes, waved. "You out enjoying this pretty evening? Thought you might want some company." LaShaun walked up to the 6'2" handsome Cajun lawman. She tilted her head up and was rewarded with a quick but sugar-sweet kiss. You thought right, Deputy. Come on in the house. I'll make us some supper." "Hope I'm not being presumptuous coming out here. I tried to call, but you're too busy communing with nature to hear your phone." Chase wrapped a muscular arm around LaShaun's waist as they walked down the driveway to the back porch. "I do lose track of time when I'm breathing in this sweet Louisiana fall air. You can't blame me. We only get nights like this twice a year." LaShaun looked up at the evening night sky. "I don't miss Los Angeles anymore. I thought I would at first, that I'd become used to the excitement of a big city. There was always a cultural event to attend, and nobody cares if you're different. In fact, being different is normal." "Not like being in a small town where different is seen as dangerous, you mean?" Chase said. LaShaun shrugged. "Beauchesne is different now, and so am I. Coming home is what I needed. Not to mention I've made some nice new friends." "You got that right, lady." Chase pulled her close and kissed her again, this time longer and with more passion. When they pulled apart, LaShaun smoothed back his dark brown wavy hair. But we could eat a little food first," Chase replied with a wink. She gave him a playful push and darted up the porch steps. "That moon is bringing out the beast in you." Chase followed her into the house and locked the back door. "No, a beautiful woman with the taste of honey and cinnamon brings out the beast in me. Be careful. 'cause I just might bite." LaShaun laughed as she entered the kitchen.